Ladies and gentlemen, I welcome you back to the Damn You Wild podcast. I'm your man, Vinny Mack. And once again, this is brought to you by Mack World. This is episode 3. And, I was stuck at first, I had so much wild shit to say, to tell y'all that I was just like, man, I don't know which one to pick from. So I hit my man Dre up, shout out to my dog Dre Carter. And I was like, yo, bro, I just need you to ask me something wild. So, he gave me a couple ideas, and I was like, yeah, that's kind of standard. It's 2019, And I pitched him an idea that I had. And it was about the time I used a dead nigga to bag 3 bitches. No, 3 women. I ain't gonna call them bitches because they ain't do nothing wrong to me. So 3 women, I'm sorry, ladies, and he laughed. He said, oh, that's the one. So I'm gonna tell y'all about that. I'm gonna keep it real with you all the way through. Man, that was different. See, I've heard people say, they got some sympathy loving, and I'm just like, damn, what did you do? What did you say? And they're like, nigga, I told them I had cancer and shit like that. Oh, my uncle died, but he been dead for so long, but they don't know that. And I was telling my Uncle Charles died, man, and crying, oh, my Uncle Charles, they took my Uncle Charles. And nigga, that's a Bone Thug lyric, you know what I mean? And motherfucker like, yeah, I know, but they don't know that. So that's some low down shit. I wouldn't want to wish that on nobody, especially not myself. But I will say, there was one time that I actually used a dead man, who I didn't even know. I didn't know this man from a can of paint. I was able to bag 3 babes off of him, so shout out to him. We went to high school together. I do know of him just by seeing him and finding out his name in the yearbook. And then when he passed away, the ladies was talking about him, saying his name, but I can't remember who the fuck his name, what his name was, So, the three babes, they was all different. Let's just say one was Mexican. Let's say one was Chinese. And let's say one was let's say she was black, right? And so, I started noticing that these 3, they posted, rest in peace. Long, sad posts. And I'm seeing the same people comment, but see, there was one who wasn't getting any love. Two of the 3, they was getting all the love. There's one, nobody was saying nothing on her shit. So I knew the babe and everything, so I clicked on her joint, just to see, damn, who she friends with on here, how many people, she had a lot of friends and this, that, and the third. And I'm like, damn, she, since high school, man, the glow up was real. So I'm right in them comments, you know what I'm saying? Right in the motherfucking comments. And, one thing led to another. She DM'd me, and we going back and forth. She give me her number, right? We busting it up, and we talking about homeboy. So the whole time we talking about him, I have nothing to say. I have no experience with this motherfucker. Like I said, I don't even know the motherfucking name. You feel me? I'm legit just listening to her talk to me over the phone about homeboy. And that was cool, because one thing men, we don't really listen like that. But I'm telling you, men with an agenda, good or bad, we gonna listen. And that's what the fuck I did. Because as soon as she went to stop talking and ask me about whatever in regards to him, I was just taking some of her experiences and flipping them, making them my experiences, and telling her, yeah, we wasn't always cool, but this is what we did. man, I ain't know this motherfucker, like I said. So that went on. I asked about the memorial service, and she said, "Oh, we gotta ask his pop. We gotta ask his pop. You know, the family and this, that, and the third." So I said, "Okay, cool. Well, you know, let me know, and I'm gonna show up. I'll be there. You know, just give me a time and date." So, you know, the second one, we didn't talk at all through DMs or nothing. It was just through comments, and I believe she was one of the first to put the memorial service plans out, along with a couple other female. And man, he was getting like a lot of female love, a lot of love, because I mean, I guess he was just that dude that, I mean, he looked like a dude that was always in the friend zone. You feel what I'm saying? Like, real talk. And look to me deceiving. You know, I seen that the memorial service was getting posted up, and I was just like, all right, bet I'm gonna shoot to this joint. You know, shorty gonna be there, whatever. We gonna bust it up. You know, I can see what she really looked like since we was in high school together. You know what I mean? And I go to the memorial service, and this joint is like, it's not packed. It's not packed at all. I was just like kind of shocked, but you know, I believe homie got cremated or something, or they were just gonna have a private service for him, like for the family. And you know, people was there, you know, typical memorial service. So I see girl number 2, girl number 3 there. Girl number 2, I'm looking at it, I'm like, damn, you know, she's right. And now I'm like, all right, now you employ your tactics, homie. You can get her. You can bag that. You can do it. I wasn't sure how, but opportunity struck again at the memorial service. So there was this dude who always seemed to have beef with me for whatever reason. He was there at the end of the memorial service. He got up and he walked over to me, and shorty standing there. And she knew about me and him, so I guess she just was standing there for safe measures, maybe. And he apologized to me. You know, I'm a Christian man, and you know, we preach this, that, and the third. This is what we go by, and blah, blah, blah. So I'm looking at homie like, man, I don't even know what the fuck you talking about, but whatever. I don't give a fuck. She's standing there though. So I said, all right, here you go. So I reached out, dapped him up, embraced him. And I already know what that did. So she walked away. You know, I'm standing there. I ain't really mingling with nobody because I don't know the homie. So I'm like, fuck it, I'm out. I see the shorty, that girl number 1. I see her, give her a hug, this, that, and the third. Yo, I'm out, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna call you later. This shit is too sad, whatever, right? I'm selling this shit. So she's like, all right, you know, take it easy, call me. That. So on my way out, girl number 2 and 3, they sitting together at this table, and I guess it was like a card everybody was signing. So I signed the card, and girl number 2, you know, bam. I said, hey, I'm gonna hit you up later if that's cool. She said, yeah. Matter of fact, just take my number right now. Bet. So I took her number. Girl number 3, she said, you on Facebook, Instagram, any of that? I said, yeah, I'm on all that. So she's like, what is it? So I gave it to her. Bang. Walked away. See y'all ladies later. You know what I'm saying? There was other females standing there, but you know, I wasn't really into them. So I go home. I get girl number 2. She sent me a text. Girl number 3 hit me on the book. You know, she was saying that her gram, she don't really use it. She don't really got pictures on there or some shit. So, you know, I ain't really give a fuck about none of that. So, you know, it was just like, now I'm talking to all 3 of them. But I'm talking to all 3 of them about this nigga I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just like, I got to bag at least one. Like, I got the numbers. You know what I'm saying? We talking directly. I got to bag at least one. You know what I'm saying? 1 of 3. Like, that's good odds. So, Girl number one was engaged. Girl number two, she was engaged also, but she was about to be married in like a week or two after this shit happened. Girl number three, she was just a one night thing, and I ain't even talked to her no more ever after that, man. She's foul, you know what I'm saying? But I mean, people grow, so that's why I ain't, disrespecting her or calling out her name. But back then, that was some hood rat shit that bitch was doing. You feel me? So girl number one, the engaged one, she put the hints out there, the subtle hints. I had to pick up on them, and I let her start talking about the freaky shit. I just followed suit. I wasn't gonna start it up because I said that's too normal for her, and for a woman like her, you can't let her spark that conversation up. I end up knocking her down, man. But it was crazy because one thing, I just got some head from her. You feel what I'm saying? That was crazy. It was crazy. The whole situation. You know what I mean? I was in the location where we wasn't proper for that type of act. You know what I mean? I'll just say that. And girl number two, man, I want to say, I'm saying she was engaged, but she might have been married for all I fucking know. I just know every time her man left, she was calling me to come through. You feel what I'm saying? And they live together, I'll be like, yo, you know what I'm saying? If I'm gonna come through, you gotta make me some food. You gotta make me some food every time I come through. It can't be not one day that I come over there, bust that ass, and not have food ready for me. She wanted that shit that much that she listened to what the fuck I said. You know what I'm saying? And she wasn't even my girl. That was crazy. I fucked that up though. That probably could have been like something. It probably could have lasted a little longer, but I got a slick tongue, so girl number three, the hood rat, man. Mind you, like, this is all like within I want to say 2-month time frame, because when he passed, I talked to the first one for like a week or two. You know what I mean? It wasn't that long before that happened. Girl number two, I talked to her after the memorial service. You know what I'm saying? And girl number three, after the memorial service. So, girl number three, the hood rat. I was over somebody's crib, just doing whatever. And she hit me up asking me where I was, this, that, and the third. And I told her, oh, I'm over here on the west end. And she like, all right, well, shit, come through. I'm outside, we drinking, this, that, and the third. So I said, all right, bet. I bounced. I went over there. We standing out front. We on the stoop. One of them blocks on the west end, Norristown. Shout out to Norristown once again. Man, we drinking, but I don't like vodka, and she gave me some banana vodka or some crazy shit. I just wasn't into it, and I'm telling her like, yeah, I'm not really gonna get too drunk off of this or drink too much just because. The other people that was outside, they ended up leaving after a little bit, but while we were standing there all talking, she brought up the Dale on me, and like I said, I used the experience from the first babe on all three of them. Cause I don't know this nigga. You know what I'm saying? Hell, I even forgot who the fuck they was talking about, until like it kind of got to what's your memory about him. And yeah, so I played my part. I did what I had to do. So girl number three, she ended up like inviting me up to her apartment. And I wasn't sure how big the crib was, cause I only went in one room. So I'm assuming it was her bedroom, But then like there wasn't no bed in there. It was just a fucking like lawn chair. One of the folded joints. So she tells me to go sit down in the chair. And I'm alright, cool. But I'm watching my step because I'm like, I don't know what's on the floor. I don't even know where the fuck the light is. You know what I'm saying? So she come back. Now mind you, we both at this point, when she invites me upstairs, we both fucked up. I drank that vodka way too fast and I drank it straight. You know what I'm saying? So, and it was a lot of it. It wasn't like it was just a little bit. So like she comes back in the room with a blanket and she straddles me and shit. So, you know, we do what it do. The fucking blanket falls and I'm trying to pick the fucking blanket up. But mind you, she's still doing her thing. She's just riding the shit out of me. And, you know, I'm coherent. I'm one of the motherfuckers that when I drink, I can be fucked up. But if I'm not home and comfortable, you know what I'm saying? I'm not like drunk where I'm everywhere. So I'm reaching down for what reason? For whatever reason, I'm trying to grab this blanket, and I feel like I was like, was that a leg? And I'm like, all right, maybe that was her leg, but she's just bouncing, and I'm like, hold the fuck up. So I stop. And let me tell you, this bitch had me in like a living room, but the chair was in between two young bulls. Like they was like 4 or 5 years old on each side of the chair. I found this out because like I said, I know I'm bugging. I know I'm fucking bugging. You know what I mean? But she was like mad demanding. I was a little fucked up, like I said. So I just said, no, that's my mind playing tricks. So yeah, I finished. I'm gonna keep it G. I finished. But then like when I walked out the room, I turned on I just hit a switch in the hallway. And the light came on in the fucking room and the young boys is gone. They knocked the fuck out. I'm like, oh man, I'm going to fuck the hell. I ain't shit. I'm a low down, dirty motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I just start thinking about all that bad shit. You know? But all the while, you know, I'm still talking to all three of these bitches or these women. You feel me? And it just was crazy how like they was asking me questions about this dude. I don't know this motherfucker still to this day. You know what I'm saying? Only reason why I was able to bag him because that sympathy shit worked, man. I used a dead nigga to get some pussy. And I'm so serious. And shout out to the homie. I don't know who he is. If I see a Norristown yearbook, 05 yearbook, you know, I'll fuck around and just throw him a shout out on social media or some shit, some random ass day. But, you know, shout out to those ladies. I ain't gonna say their names, man. You know, they from town. I don't want nobody coming after me and shit. You know, people crazy these days, man. So anyway, I got some more shit, man. I got a bonus episode for y'all, so stay tuned. This is Damn You Wild Podcast. I'm your man, Vinny Mack. Once again, I thank you for tuning in. I'll talk to you soon.